Gentleman Jack is back! It's more romantic, it's gayer, and in season 2, Ann Lister has transformed into a marathon sprinter. This is a recap of season 2, episode 1 of Gentleman Jack, the premiere episode. Overall, I really liked this episode. I especially liked how gay balls for Cocoa Puffs it was. By the way, spoiler alert, if you have not seen the episode yet and do not want to be spoiled, go ahead and watch the episode first, which comes out on April 25th on HBO in America. The premiere picks up pretty closely from where we last left off at the end of season 1, when Anne and Anne took the sacrament together and got old-timey lesbian married. Did I mention how gay this premiere was? We start out with my favorite music in the whole world besides the sound of my own tongue echoing off of the Gentleman Jack soundtrack. I went back and listened to the soundtrack of season 1, and my hunch was right. They've jazzed it up a little for season 2. It's got like a little bit more of a kick to it, and it's in a different key. I'm gonna download this and to it.
You, madam, may find that by crossing swords with this family, that you have bitten off more than you can chew.
Ann Walker's aunt is pissed. She wants to know where Miss Walker is, and she doesn't like the stuff that's been going on with Miss Lister. For the time being, Ann Walker is staying in York while she's being looked after by her doctor. God, Ann Lister looks good when she's strolling. No wonder they have her treadmilling her way through this entire episode. She looks like Madonna when she's speed walking. One of the main storylines of this episode, besides Ann Lister borrowing lots of money and trying to get Ann Walker to change her will, is Mariana Lawton and Gentleman Jack exchanging lots of passionate letters back and forth throughout the course of the episode.
Dearest Fred, but there is a string within me that has never vibrated to any other touch but yours.
This woman can declare some love, god. I mean, she is spilling her guts out. I'm not saying I'm not team Anne and Anne, but Mariana Lawton's gaze is a faucet turner. She senses she's here. She can feel that lesbian energy from a mile away. Her face is so excited. I mean, my face is too. Ooh, did you see that lower lip bite? They're gonna get it. Oh, there it is. Oh my god. This reunion. It's like watching two lesbian goddesses dancing naked while Celine Dion sings behind them. Touch me once again. By far the most scandalous part of the episode is when Gentleman Jack takes a walk up Miss Walker's lane while simultaneously discussing their estate's business affairs.
Oh, I've brought Mr. Mitchell's evaluation of all your property. Thank you.
When we get to see Miss Walker outdoors painting this gorgeous landscape, it is my favorite part of the episode. Just so breathtaking with the sunlight reflecting and the spirit of them having just reunited and gotten it on, and nature, and it was just awesome.
And however unreserved and on the amoroso at night in bed, nothing escapes her lips during the day.
This is basically the 1800s version of somebody saying she polite in the streets and a freak in the sheets. God, I wanted to go to wherever this was filmed and have with my wife and then birth my children there.
Okay,
this scene confused the out of me. How are we interpreting this?
She's in love with me, and you're not in love with her. It's not that I'm not. I am fond of her.
Is this Ann Lister saying she's not really in love with Ann Walker? Or is she just confused? Like, what the is going on here? This, threw me off. I mean, what is happening? I thought they were married and meant to be together. This is some lesbian drama bull. But it is a TV show, so, again.
And not to go in livery, just something ordinary.
I'm just gonna say this. I don't like how much they have Marianne coughing, and she better not die, because I still have a lesbian crush on her from Game of Thrones.
There needs to be a formal division so that everything can be split thoughtfully, fairly, promptly. I can't. I won't be rushed.
What do you think? Is Gentleman Jack being too pushy here? Or should Miss Walker just go ahead and commit financially, as well as church sacramenty?
The same equivocations, backwards and forwards. If only she had the courage to bind
Wow,
herself.
Anne's breaking the fourth wall a lot in episode 1.
I've asked her to come and live with me at Shipton.
What?
Does Miss Walker know her wife is spilling their plans to Aunt Walker and the fam? I feel like she doesn't, and she wouldn't like it.
I enclose a bottle of blackberry syrup for Marion in the hope that it will relieve her bothersome cough. And I want you in 1,000 ways.
Oh my god. That was the most romantic letter I've ever witnessed. I don't even know. They're making out in the carriage. The writers did a good job of building up this episode slowly towards the end, because by the time Anne Walker arrives to the estate, I'm kind of on the edge of my seat, like, wondering how she's gonna view the renovations and everything.
How was she? Don't you ever tell my aunt anything about me.
Ooh, yeah. I wondered if that was gonna get thrown back in her face. Look, Gentleman Jack's used to getting what she wants when she wants it, but Miss Walker's going through some so she better start thinking about what's best for both of them.
With me.
Yes! This is the kind of lesbian drama I came for.
Dearest Fred, the die is cast, and Mary must abide by the throw. You at least will be happy, and this will teach her to be so who has nothing to hope for herself.
I don't know. I don't know if I like how Miss Walker doesn't know about all this letter writing going on back and forth. Conclusion. Overall, my thoughts on this episode are that it was really good. It slowly built up to the end, and I'm really curious about what is going to come of all this Mariana Lawton passionate letter writing. Okay, so I was curious to see what all was accounted for in the diaries of the real life Miss Anne Lister. So I checked, and according to Gentleman Jack, the real Anne Lister, the two of them actually did take the sacrament together and consider themselves married. Mariana Lawton was also very much real. They met while they were pupils at a day school in 1804. My prediction for season 2 is that things are going to get bumpy for Miss Walker and Miss Lister. Their marriage will be tested, and of course, Gentleman Jack will be forced to defend attacks from all angles. But that's what we love to see, Suranne Jones kicking ass. All right, if you're interested in more recaps, check out my coverage of the second season of the L Word Generation Q. I'll be recapping episode 2 of Gentleman Jack season 2 as well, so look for that to come out next Monday, the day after the next episode airs. As Anne Lister would say, good lord, that's the end of the recap.